Gonna go on board with TJ Halley as he's in the hill. Start things off. Looks like eLevate getting off to a pretty hot start here.
Yeah, so it looked like Karma was just kind of screwing. I know we're talking about it in the game now, but Karma was just kind of screwing around, doing glitches and stuff like that. And I'm kind of hoping that it doesn't happen in this matchup to where eLevate just completely stomps over this team, but I have no idea who they are, so it might turn out that way.
Yeah, this is actually a round 4 matchup. So SN to get here, they had just beaten Necro Esports, come in with a 41st seed, so kind of falling in the middle of the pack with all the teams here in the 10K today. TJ still on your screen, controlling this center hardpoint. They've been on a roll in the Pro League, this eLevate team. I remember, I think I was with Ben and we were doing predictions, and I kind of said, I was like, I totally see them staying in the top 8 because they're so good online. Fully expect them to make it all the way to Season 2 playoffs. But it's going to be Spoof on the hill for SN, trying to hold it down. He's going to be taken out, but TJ going to push straight into the hill. He's going to be able to take another player out, starting things off 8-3 here, pushing straight up top. Something that eLevate does extremely well. They put great pressure on the hill, especially TJ Halley and Classic.
Yeah, it is worth mentioning though, on the other side of things, Jerk right now is on a 4 streak, or as soon as I say that, he's able to convert it to 5, so a little bit of life out of SN. They, down by about 25 points after that first set of that first hill, excuse me. Able to make a little bit of comeback on the second hill, so close game, not a complete blowout. Again, 47 seed where they are doing fine. And then, yeah, eLevate, they won the 2K yesterday against SB in the finals, and I think they also pulled off like another upset or two to make it there, and they were just like running over teams. So yeah, eLevate definitely looking strong.
Yeah, definitely one of the stronger looking teams online recently. Classic on your screen on an 8 streak, just racking up kills, pushing out from the hill. And when Classic gets hot, he's one of the best players in Call of Duty. Definitely capable of putting up some huge numbers. We've seen it before, especially first event in Ghost. Actually, it was MLG Columbus. First event I saw him play at. Had a great tournament. Definitely expect him to come through. With some good tournaments this year. We've seen him plays pretty well with Justice at the beginning of the game. They didn't get a ton of notoriety, and since then, kind of been up and down a little bit with a good performance. So at Champs with Prophecy, expect Classic to do good things here in the second half of the season. Gonna stomp down, kick Spoof, not able to finish him off, picking up another kill though with that foul. It's gonna be eLevate doing a nice job holding down this garage hill.
Yeah, and to me, it seems like SN knows how to play just fine. Obviously, they made it this far. They're solid teams, but they're rotating when they should. They're breaking hills in the correct way. The problem right now for them seems to just be like teamwork. They're not quite they're putting themselves in positions that allowing them to get 2 and 3 piece multiple times. I think TJ has gotten 2 or 3 different 2 pieces already. We just saw Slacked get one just a second ago. So, and then Temp right now on a 5 streak again. So I don't even know if I want to qualify it as slaying power necessarily. They just don't quite have that team coordination that the pro teams just have naturally almost.
Right. Yeah, I agree with you. They're in the right spots, just not able to win those gun battles. And I had Temp on your screen for a little bit on a 7 streak. Pull off some wizard moves up top. It's going to be those Spoofs on your screen. Going to be locking down this hill for SN. They take the rest of this time chance. They can make a little bit of a comeback, or at least get it somewhere near tie going into the second half of the game. Going to need to rack up a lot of the rest of this time now.
Yeah, unfortunately, Classic was able to pick up another 2-piece, but then, yeah, and then again, Temp getting one. So they got 3 down. Temp was the last one live, and then he was still able to pick up another 2 in the hill to keep the, run alive on that hill for eLevate. And eLevate Classic, now it's already basically, they, have complete control of the next hill before it even spawns in. So a player for SN is going to sneak into the hill early, but then he's immediately going to be taken out from behind by TJ, and then eLevate already just has complete control in both the kill feed and the hill.
Yeah, eLevate doing a fantastic job controlling the hills, dominating the kill feed. Actually looks like Temp is bottom glass, just picking up some kills. And he's the player I'm definitely going to be looking at come Season 2 playoffs if they make it there. The other 3 players proven on LAN already, going to be looking at Temp. If Temp can play the same way he plays online, chances this could be a very good team going into Season 2 playoffs on LAN. I think obviously online they've proven that they're a dominant force. They need to prove it to me on LAN though.
Yeah, this is a team that kind of can help settle that whole online versus LAN debate, because obviously every single person knows that it is a different aspect, but some people overqualify how easy it is to upset teams online versus on LAN, whether or not they prove themselves. So if this team comes out and performs exactly how they have been online, that kind of says the argument, hey, online it's completely worth like talking about. It's representative of how this game plays naturally, so to speak, and host isn't that huge of advantage. Or they can just completely crap the bed and then we just know everything is host.
Well, it's interesting you actually bring that up, Chance. That's actually a pretty good topic of conversation. A lot of people have been saying, oh, you have to prove it on land, whatnot. And it might have been JCap. I think he actually posted something like, a lot of the stuff we see online now is pretty good representation of what happens on land. We haven't seen too much of a variation in a very long time. I mean, people say, oh, this guy's a warrior, whatnot, but those players are still performing on land. So it's very interesting. Kind of history kind of holds its own. This eLevate team should be very good on land as well. And we've always seen Classic do well at land for whatever reason. Nobody's really talked about MW when he was on MW towards the end of Ghost. Nobody really talked about them going into events to place in the top 3 or 4, and they were always right in that position. Going to be looking to see if he can recapture some of that magic here with eLevate. Is there at 153 to 72, pretty much in control of this game. Jerk doing a nice job for this SN squad. Going to go on with him, show him a little bit of love. 23 and 29, leading his team in kills, but still so many just kills in the kill feed going in eLevate's favor, led by Temp at 35 and 17 currently.
Yeah, and just trying to keep on kind of the jerk, not Jerd frame of view. This hill last time was the one he went on a 5-kill streak, and he seems to be a player that's just not hopping in the hill ever locking down with the bow, and that's like why this hill is so good for him, because it has all those long-range engagements. So he's able to help his team get a solid like 20 points initially, but eLevate was able to come back down and break that. Now it's just kind of going scrap time. But Jerd also gotten quite a few like 2 and 3 pieces in the kill feed, so definitely a strong player, or one of the stronger players on this SN squad, as like the scoreboard seems to show.
Yeah, definitely, I think the strongest member on SN. At least that's what the scoreboard reflects right now. Temp on your screen. He's going to be putting in shots in players in that back garage. And 2 hills to go. He's got 37 kills. Still 2 minutes left in the game. Temp had, he would have needed a little bit more kills in that last one. He's definitely got a good chance of hitting 50. He's going to be taken out. It's going to be SN controlling this hill. It's going to be Spoof inside. Going to have 2 players pushing him. He's going to be taken out. Looks like Classic and TJ going to push into the hill. TJ is going to get control. He's going to have 1 player pushing him from his left-hand side. That's going to be traded. Temp going to hit 40 kills here with 2 minutes and 21 seconds to go.
Yeah, and eLevate pretty much able to break that hill when they like decided to. Essentially, they didn't even really pinch it out. They kind of all came in from that like dirt parking lot side. And it looks like SN, obviously, they're going to have to try and break this hill, being down by so much with only 2 hills left. And, 2 players are able to get in, so they're going to be able to get that final scrap time. But they also have to worry about the next rotation because it's the ever-important top hill. And Classic was able to win that gunfight against Jerd up top, or Jerk, excuse me. So eLevate with, a 60-point lead or 70, however much it is, also going to have control of the next hill.
Yes, Spoof was actually up in top middle. Now he's going to wrap all the way around. We'd like to see him push out of there with his teammates. Just elected to try and go all the way towards that A street. Not able to pick up any kills. Slack, he's going to put down some shots. He's going to be able to take out 2 players jumping above him. Not able to take those players out. Herbie for SN. He's going to push into the hill. He's going to be able to take out 1. Has another one at White Car. He's going to lose that gun engagement. It's going to be Temp again holding down this top hill in a very excellent fashion for this eLevate squad. eLevate looking extremely strong here in this round 4 matchup.
Yeah, so earlier I said I wouldn't necessarily give the edge just in terms of slaying power, but rather how the positioning goes, just in terms of SN doesn't position them quite as well as the pro players, not trading kills as effectively, stuff like that. I'm going to take that back completely and say the slaying power from eLevate is just way too strong, because I'm pretty sure this is off host, and Temp is still dropping 45 kills already, so definitely slaying power the deciding factor.
Now this is the SN host, 100% correct with that. Just too much slaying power from this eLevate team. We see them give lots of other teams struggles. I mean, I remember when the new Optic Gaming formed, they had a struggle with them in the Pro League. They've had some struggles against, I know some top teams had some struggles against eLevate as well. Spoof going to push out of the hill. He's going to be able to pick up 2. Going to get a 3rd here. Still just not enough time for this SN squad. You liked what you saw out of them by their rotations. They were in the right spots, making the right plays. Just not able to win those gun engagements. Temp really stepping it up. For eLevate, going to pick up a nice 3-piece right there in the hill. 12 seconds left. 2 kills away off of 50. Going to pick up 1, not able to get the 2nd. That should be it. Not going to be able to get that 50 bomb. He's going to fall 1 short, but it's going to be eLevate winning this first match. I believe the final score It's going to be 231 to 145. Not much to talk about on the SN squad. eLevate really dominating that game. When we come back from this quick commercial break, we're going to have game number 2. It's going to be between eLevate and SN. Stay tuned.